coincidentally, how many goals were scored in that
I was
game?
going to ask you that.
How many goals were scored in
I
that
was going
game?
to ask you that. 1, 2, 3,
4. If the shoe fits, wherever it fits, we'll wear it.
Some people don't like to hear.
They don't like to hear that word football. Anyway, so let's move on. Let's move on. It was 2 points dropped for Mikel Arteta and his mighty Arsenal squad. You understand? I'm actually gutted. I'm not impressed. I'm seeing other Arsenal fans saying I'm not impressed. We dropped 2 crucial points. That game was there for the taking. But if we can't take 3 points, I'll manage the 1 point. The positive is that we played against the Liverpool side that are yet to lose in the... Okay, they've lost once. But like...
Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, Nottingham Forest. But then they're among the top sides. So I'll take it. And coincidentally, how many goals were scored in that game?
I was going to ask you that.
How many goals were scored in that game?
I was going to ask you that. 1, 2, 3,
4. If the shoe fits, wherever it fits, we'll wear it.
Some people don't like to hear.
They don't like to hear that word football. Anyway, so let's move on. Let's move on. Yeah, of course.
You drop points instead of you to feel bad. Yeah,
I did not lose by 4. I did not lose by 4.
Yeah, I'm 20th on the table, and
I did not lose by 4
I
in my own house.
Better weekend.
I didn't lose by 4 in my own house. You understand? So that's just it. Let's move on.
In a game that of so much importance.
Your own is not important to you. Your own is not important to you. Top of the league. When I
people are so obsessed with Real Madrid that you cannot face
I'm
your
not obsessed.
You are the standard now.
Funny enough, I said it. I always say that the only team I watch, I say it many times. So I watched that game because of Barca.
Me too.
Not you. But anyways, let's move on. Let's move on to the Arsenal talk.
4.45 CGPA.
You know, enter.
And people that
4. You mentioned 4 again.
You mentioned 4 twice.
Let's move on. But anyway, so Arsenal yet again. Somehow, I don't know, like, it's always looking like the weapon fashioned against Arsenal is Arsenal.
Yes.
At this point, the weapon fashioned against Arsenal is not referees or anything, it's Arsenal. Because...
Thank you for that statement.
Because as at when it was 2-1, and then we just saw Gabriel go down. It was almost certain. We all knew what would happen. We all knew that Salah equalizer or someone else or Nunez. We just knew it was inevitable. And this mentality thing of Arsenal not knowing how to kill off games, do you think that might be their undoing?
Yes, I think very much so. Even if you remember the season where, that's 2 seasons ago when Man City won the treble, that Arsenal were clearing the lead. The games that Arsenal drop points in the running, like the West Ham games.
Southampton, West Ham, those silly games.
And that West Ham game, up to 0, you still had a penalty that Saka missed. And it's just like, when you have it right in front of you. Because at this stage of the season, you can't have... Man City could have dropped points this weekend, though.
Yeah, but...
Southampton blocked them
it was
classic Rafa Benitez strategy, where you just concede only one and wait till like the final 5 minutes, then you now load them. That's what they did. And honestly, they could have considered. They were the only ones that day, funny enough, at least during the 3 o'clock games, that did not concede in the 90-something minutes.
Yeah, everybody.
So even Aston Villa. But they held it together. And that's something that Arsenal need to learn to do a bit more when you have a lead. Let teams know that once you go ahead, there's
no way back.
There's no way back. Because also, the more these things happen, the more teams will start to believe that, we can just go at Arsenal. Yeah. They need to be afraid to even do that because they know that, a goal is not coming out. And I think Arsenal needs to do something about that. But
if you look at it too, there was nothing much they could do, judging from the injury concerns that he had. You look at when Gabriel was substituted, and so as I saw how Skivio was, I knew that.
That guy. I don't want him as my coach.
No, there's a reason why. There's a reason why he's a substitute. He's not a starter.
He should not even be.
And we've talked about it that if you look at teams that can compete strongly against City, you need to have a strong starting second 11, a reserve side that can come in and still give you. If let's say even if they're not giving you 10, they're giving you a 9. But that's the difference between, because as soon as Kivio came in, we saw that the pressure Salah became more free to move in to cut in through.
The goal that you considered, honestly, at that time of the match,
is it the equalizer?
Yeah,
the first or the second one?
The Salah one. I don't see why that much space should exist.
It was
at that
Kivio.
Time of the
blame
game.
Kivio, please. First of all, blame Martinelli too. Because I don't know what.
Arsenal had chances to create many counter-attacking opportunities, but even
I don't understand what that
poor
guy.
timing
He has been playing BS for like 4 months.
But yes, and
Gabriel Jesus is finished as a player. I don't know who influenced him since January, bro. It's true.
At least it's not like
in the league.
It's not like
it's very true. I think he has scored in
is about to go a year without scoring. Your former player now, you went to Dash Crystal Palace.
What's my business in
Arsenal product.
How is that my business?
To finish them.
No, but you can't have a backup striker that has not scored since January.
That's
you really
problem,
can't. Yeah. No matter what.
But we talked about it. They say they are very okay, and because we said it. Yes, Havertz also had a good game, but then there are things that strikers will do for it, which is to add to the numbers.
Yeah,
and it's one thing. Someone that can add the numbers.
What Duran has given Aston Villa
this season.
Yeah. So if Watkins is not having a good game or whatever, you know that Duran is coming into.
You have that hope. And for one thing, we saw during the game. When you were doing the live betting, we were saying, look at the odds that Aston Villa were having for win either half.
And then they ended up,
So I feel like these bookies know what we really do not.
They just run. Sometimes they run their luck with it.
But it really works. Like no,
they enticed everybody.
Yeah, enticed everyone to go into that.
But yeah, so like now it feels like they did not play that game, but the biggest winners feel like City. Watching Arsenal and Liverpool drop points. So I know it's still early days, but then City now have 5 points lead over Arsenal. Liverpool are leading Arsenal with 4 points. Yeah?
3. Have you?
4 points. No, it was 4.
4 points.
Liverpool again for Arsenal
so
is 4.
So do you guys still think it's still a 3-horse race?
It's still a 3-horse race. It's still, but the major problem now would be for Arsenal. Not even for Liverpool. Do you know why? Because nobody is on. Liverpool is not under pressure. They're not under pressure to win the league. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, people will understand that they still had the fine run going with a new manager.
There won't be a meltdown.
Yes, but for Arsenal now, and then judging from the injury crisis that it's plaguing the team, you ask yourself, how far can they go? January is not just so close. Yes, we say it's around the corner, but there are still games. And we know when it comes to that December game, those Boxing Day fixtures that hit you during the week, you are playing week in week. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah, but you know one thing here. If we are going to lose points, I would rather we lose them now. Than when it gets to the business end. I'll rather we lose them now and then maybe from January we go on one mad ass.
As long
as we are not too far, exactly.
But if there's anything we know is that it's better for me for us now. I would think it's better for them to start getting the points now, because we've seen season in season now. City is the team that knows how to go on that last of that long end of season run where they don't lose.
You have to have a significant lead over
so
them.
you need to, because now it's 5 points and City next games they don't look as tricky. Arsenal played a lot of tricky games.
There's no easy game in the Premier League.
I'm not saying there's an easy game,
but City struggled against Wolves and Southampton.
No, but you cannot compare if City is playing Arsenal.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm saying. Pep could see this game and say yes. Even after that game against that's Southampton, Pep even gave credit to the team and like they played their ball.
Pep will give you 7-0. Pep will beat you 7-1 and tell you that you love the coordination. I love the way you do that, guys.
He's put Martin Rose in a tough position, telling Rose to continue with his style.
So continue your style that they are beating you.
Someone that doesn't start.
Pep will beat you 7-0 and tell you, I love the way you were brave, the way you came out.
But in all, the game, I feel that
so what do you think will feel more like they should have won it more?
For the game,
yeah,
I think Arsenal should have won, because especially when the home support was there. When you were leading, you could see what it meant to the fans. They were there backing the team, all they needed. And if you had taken few chances, like make it 3-1, I think it was sort of dampened Liverpool in a way, because even when we saw those substitutions from Liverpool, I knew they were going to score. Yeah. Because you could see that Robertson was not even having a good game, and as Tsimikas
Robertson has not been good.
As Tsimikas replaced him, you could see the improvement. You could see him running forward, and that was how he created for Salah too to get that equalizer. So
I do want to mention that Havertz's streak is over.
You see, we talked before. We said before this sort of thing that Arsenal needed a striker. Even if Havertz will still play, but you need someone that can come off the bench. even the Sterling that I don't know why people helped Chelsea to carry Sterling. I don't know what the plan is about that.
I think if you had someone that was a more ruthless finisher alongside Havertz with all his hard work and everything, of course he pops up with his goals as well. But if you had like
we are supposed to have
Havertz sometimes has to drop deep.
Jesus turned himself to something else.
We are
supposed to have now. He turned himself to something else.
We know that
I don't know that's scored him in Man City.
Yes.
So how about that's not the person.
But do you think your club would be looking at a striker in January?
Absolutely. From what we are seeing in the report, in fact, I think it's only rumors anyways, but Arsenal might be looking at Durant, but I don't see Arsenal.
I don't think Aston Villa will let him
competing in the Champions League, competing to be in the top 4 again. I don't see
that.
Exactly. I don't think it will make sense. But I think we should try again for Gyökeres.
Would they let him go in January? That's not the kind of signing
we can try.
That's not the kind of signing.
We can tempt them with the 70 million
offer. It depends on the money. 70
million won't be.
But if
that kind of signing in
January
is 20 million. You will pay more than
they
you are supposed to pay normally.
49 in the Champions League as well.
Yes.
Oh,
you get so it will take, and that's like their guy. That's the guy that's scoring all their goals.
And they're thinking of making
13 goals this season.
And they won all their matches.
And they're thinking of making money from him. It's not like they want to keep him.
So they'll not be desperate to sell him in January.
They know that even if it comes to the main summer, they will still sell him for a good price, as long as it's
so for them to lose that kind of player in January, that's why those kind of transfers.
You should go for Lookman, Ademola Lookman.
He'll be very happy. He'll be very happy.
Take Martinelli off and put Lookman there.
And for me, a player that likes to shoot and shoots well,
Lookman,
so important. Lookman.
Imagine having Lookman and Saka on both ends. Lookman on the left.
That's right. Deadly.
You know that people will be dribbling, cutting for you, and I don't want to. I like the fact that nobody mentioned Saka in this video because we already know that he's world class. No debate. Most chances created in the league, most assists in the league. Came back from injury.
Kopama, we saw what he did for Chelsea. Now, come on.
What you say?
Let's move on.
We saw what Kopama did for Chelsea.
Let's move on.
So what does that mean? I'm mentioning Saka. You're calling Palmer.
Please, let's move on.
Let's
move
Saka.
on.
I've told you there are 3 top wingers in world football.
Fran Perez,
Salah will be there,
and Sergio Ramos.
Vinicius, Mohamed Salah, and Bukayo Saka. Mbappe is in 9, and they turned him to 9. I rate Yamal too, but I give him 1 more year of consistency. Then I will include him with this guys. Rafinha. He's enjoying the benefits of flick ball.
But one thing I know that the game lived up to expectation. The Arsenal versus Liverpool.
4 goals scored.
The way even the equalizers came at the night.
Can you remember?
Yeah, you said.
I think I went to goals. I went for draw. I said I think it was 2-2. I don't know if it was. I think I said 2-2 or 1. I can't remember. I know draw.
Yeah,
that was what I looked at. So good one though. Good one. But how was? Okay, think good.
Yeah, I think it makes sense, and to end it on that note. So in a game that ended with 4 goals, Liverpool now lead Arsenal by 4 points. Can we stop this? I'm just giving my closing remarks. I'm giving my closing remarks. If you are feeling impacted by this, then what's on your mind? I'm just saying my own closing remarks, please.
Because I don't like the number 4 anymore.
Why should you don't like it? You don't have to like it.
You don't like Alaba. It's not Alaba that's wearing number 4.
As in
Alaba, right? It's Alaba.
Anyway, so in a game that ended with 4 goals, Liverpool now lead Arsenal by 4 points in the title race, and it's getting more.
You not think of Man City that is leading with 5 points.
Forget Man City.
We are talking about
teams that played Arsenal, Liverpool.
Points.
Forget Man City. 4 points. You understand. And it was a game that Ben White, who is the Arsenal number 4, had to play as a makeshift
and he got an assist.
And he got an assist as well. So Arteta will be pleased. Everything
just
is going on fine. Saka made it 3 goals in 4 games. And 3 goals in 4 games, and everything is looking good for us now. So let's hope that
nice. I will have this at the back of my mind.
Please, yes. Right. And to all our viewers out there, tell us what you think about the Arsenal game. Should Arsenal have won that game? What went wrong for the Gunners? And can Arsenal just blame themselves at this point? What are the cause of these injuries? Is it the football gods against us? Or is there something we are doing wrong?
Ask your medical.
Or is there something we are doing wrong that's causing these injuries?
Now.
And for Liverpool,
maybe it's the schedule.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, with what we Ten Hag then tell you, Euro, everybody's out.
Anyways, that's all we have for you in today's review of Arsenal-Liverpool game that once again ended with 4 goals. And on that note, make sure your week is formidable. Enjoy.